Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Learn with Fauzia. So in this video, we will see some of the basic operations performed on the signals. So the basic operations on signals are time shifting, time reversal, time scaling, amplitude scaling, signal addition, signal multiplication. We will see one by one of the basic operations in detail in this video. So the first one is a time shifting. So when you do shifting operation on a signal, it delays or advances the signal in time. So mathematically we can represent like this. Y of t equal to x of t minus t naught. Here x of t is the given signal. When it is time shifted, we will be getting a new signal y of t. If t naught is positive, the signal will shift towards right. It will shift towards right. That means we are delaying the signal. For example, if you consider our signal is like this, so when t naught is positive, this signal will shift towards right. And when t naught is negative, it will shift towards left and we are advancing the signal. Here it will be shifting towards the left. Okay, so we will see with one example. So here the x of t is given. We have to sketch the signal y of t equal to x of t minus 1. Here t naught is positive of 1 seconds. That means what? We are going to shift towards right by 1 second, which delays the signal. So our new signal y of t will be like this. So y of t will be equal to, it will start from origin up to 4. So we can note here that there is no change in the amplitude of the signal. Only we are shifting the time value. So now sketch y of n equal to x of n minus 2. That means here we have to shift the samples. Here we have to shift the samples. It means here t naught is positive. So it will shift towards right. So our new sample will be like this. N towards right means 0, 1 means it will start from 2. So 2 it will be having 3, 3 amplitude 5, 2 amplitude 5 and 4. This one is 3, 3, 4, 5. So this will be our new signal y of n. Next one is the time reversal. So the time reversal operation on a signal can be obtained by folding the signal about the origin, that is replacing t with minus t. So let x of t be our given signal, and after time reversal our new signal will be y of t, which is equal to x of minus t. For example, if you just consider this signal x of t, which varies from minus 1 to 3 and having the amplitude 2. So after time reversal operation, our new signal will look like this. That means here minus 3 up to 1. It is folded about the origin. This is our new signal y of t. So here also we can note that there is no change in the amplitude. Only we are reversing the time. We will see one example which employs both time shifting and time reversal operation. So if you have time shifting and time reversal operation together, we can do shifting operation first and then reversal operation. For example, first we will draw this u of t. U of t is the unit step signal which is having a constant amplitude 1 during the positive interval of time. Okay. So first we will do the shifting operation. So here t naught is negative. So we have to advance the signal. The new signal will be looking like this. It means this is our t plus 1. Okay. So it will be like this. It will start from minus 1 and reaches up to infinity. Then after doing the shifting operation, we have to do the reversal. Reversal means folding about the origin. So our new signal will be, here it will start from time 1 and reach up to minus infinity. So this is our u of minus t plus 1. Okay. We will see another one example. Here we have to sketch y of n equal to x of minus n plus 2. So this is our x of n given. So first we will draw x of n plus 2. N plus 2 means we have to shift towards left. So here x of n plus 2. N plus 2 means it will advances the signal. So here from minus 2, it will start from minus 2. Minus 2, it will be having the amplitude 4, then 6, origin 6, and 1 is 4. Okay, this is our samples n. So after time shifting, we have to do the time reversal. Time reversal means folding the signal about the origin, minus n plus 2. So at minus 1, we will be having 4, origin 6, then at 1, 6, at 2, it is 4. Hope it is understood. Next, we will see about the time scaling. So time scaling refers to the multiplication of a positive constant with the time value. So mathematically it is expressed like this: y of t equal to x of at. Here a is the positive constant. We call this as a scaling factor also. Okay. So if a is greater than 1, if a is greater than 1, then the new signal will be the compressed version of our original signal x of t. If a is less than 1, then the new signal will be the expanded version of our original signal x of t. So we will see with one example. Here we have the signal x of t. Here the signal x of t. We have to sketch x of 2t and x of 1 by 2t. So when the scaling factor a is greater than 1, it will compress the signal. That means for every time value 2, 3, for every time value, this new signal will have the half of its time value. That means for the signal y of t equal to x of 2t, for every 1 second of x of t, our y of t will be having the half second. Means we will having 0.5, it will be having 2, and 1, it will be having 1. At 1.5, it will be having 1. Then at minus 1.5, it will be having 1. 0, it will be having 1. So our new signal will be like this. For x of half t, that means y of t equal to x of 1 by 2t. When the scaling factor is less than 1, it will expand the signal. That means for half of the value of x of t, we will be having the 1 time second of our new signal y of t. So it will be 2, 4, 6, and this one is minus 2. The same magnitude 1, 1, and here 2, 1, 1. So this is our new signal. So x of 2t is this is our x of t signal. This one is our compressed version of our signal x of t, and this one is the expanded version of our signal x of t. Now, for the given signal x of t, find x of minus 2t plus 4. Here in this problem given, all the time operations are given here. We have to do time shifting, we have to do time reversal, and we have to do time scaling. So the easiest method to solve these type of problem is going from left to right. Left to right. That means what we have to do here, the time shifting we have to complete, then to time scaling we have to complete, and then do the time reversal. Okay. So first we will do the time shifting. So how many seconds? 4 seconds it is shifted, and t naught is negative here, so it will be shifting towards right. That means we have to advance the signal. So how it will be looking like now? This is our x of t plus 4. First we will do the shifting operation. So it will start from minus 8 until it is 4. Okay. So this is our x of t plus 4. After time shifting, we have to do the time scaling. Here 2t. So the original signal is having 2t, means our new signal will be the compressed version of our original signal. So our new signal will look like this. For minus 8 it will be minus 4, and for 4 it will be 2. So this will be our new signal. This one is x of 2t plus 4. Okay. Now after doing the time scaling, we will perform the time reversal operation. So time reversal operation means folding the signal about the origin. So it will be at start from minus 2 to till 4. So this is our obtained signal x of minus 2t plus 4. So we have to remember, when we are given all the time operations, we have to move from left to right. This will be the correct method for solving these type of problems. First to complete the time shifting, then time scaling, and then go for the time reversal operations. And the next one is the amplitude scaling. So by scaling the amplitude of the signal, we can either amplify or attenuate the signal. So it is usually represented as y of t equal to a into x of t. So if a is greater than 1, it will amplify the signal. If a is less than 1, it will attenuate the signal. For example, if you are having a sinusoidal signal which is having the amplitude of 2 volt to minus 2 volt. So the y of t, which is equal to x of 2 into x of t, will be having the amplitude 4 to minus 4. Okay, that means it will amplify the signal. If a is less than 1, that means y of t equal to x of t, half x of t, then our new signal will be the attenuated version of our original signal. That means it will be having the amplitude from 1 to minus 1. Okay, this is about the amplitude scaling. And the next one is the signal addition. The signal addition, the sum of two continuous time signals can be obtained by adding their values corresponding to the same instant of time. So our new signal y of t will be equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t. Okay, so for the new signal, we have to add the original signals at every instant of time values. For example, this x1 of t is having value as like this. At 1 it is 1, 2 it is 2, 3 it is 1, and x2 of t is having at 1 it is 2, 2 it is 1, and 3 it is 2. Then our new signal will be having at 1, it will be having 1 plus 2. So it will be having 3. At 2, it will be having 2 plus 1, 3. At third instant of time, 1 plus 2, 3. So we have to add the signal at every instant of time. That means at the same instant of time. Next one is the signal multiplication. So the multiplication of the two continuous time signal is performed by multiplying the value of the two signals corresponding to the same instant of time. Mathematically, it is represented like this: y of t equal to x1 of t into x2 of t. So the same instant of time, we have to multiply their values. Thank you.